What's going on, guys? It's Jaraman, and today we're going to be doing a performance review on the new Kobe ADs. Let's get right into it, starting with the traction. And let me just tell you guys right now, these took absolutely forever to break in, but once they did, everything turned out all right. Straight out of the box, the traction simply didn't work. I was slipping and sliding all over the place. It is worth noting that the first time I played in these, I was playing on a terrible floor, so I'm not sure if that floor affected the traction. But overall, the pattern is pretty tight, meaning dust will get caught in between the grooves, so wiping is necessary. And as a whole, the outsole is pretty flat, meaning it's not able to bite and grab the floor, as well as some other outsoles that actually have peaks. At the end of the day, it's not anything great. It did get the job done once they broke in, which quite frankly is a pretty long time. Moving along to the cushion, the Kobe ADs use a Zoom unit in the heel, which is complemented by a full-length Lunarlon midsole. I myself am not a huge fan of Lunar, but even I have to admit that this was a pretty good experience cushion-wise. The main point of emphasis here is stability, so you're going to feel very balanced on the court. However, there is a slight bounce to the Lunar foam, which gives a little bit of extra energy return, and it feels very nice when you're moving up and down the court. The heel does utilize Zoom Air, which is great, and it feels exactly how you think it does, but unless you use this area of the shoe very often, I myself don't, it's kind of hard to notice. So overall, the Kobe AD's cushion setup is solid, extremely versatile, and great for every position and play style. Next up are the materials, and this particular colorway uses a felt upper that is supposed to make you feel like you're playing in suede, but it doesn't. When it comes to fit and comfortability, the materials Nike used here are perfectly fine. In fact, I'd go as far to say they were above average. Everything wraps and snaps around my foot perfectly, but don't feel suffocating or too tight. And the materials actually move with me as opposed to moving against me. However, when it comes to breathability and durability, this felt upper is just terrible. After just about a few hours of use, my pair looked all banged up and like I've been playing in them for years, especially in the collar area where the padding started to show itself. This doesn't really affect the performance too much, but it is definitely discouraging when you pay $150 for something that looks like it fell apart after your first use. Next up is the fit, and sometimes you get a shoe that fits perfect in every single area except one, but that one area almost ruins the entire thing. When it comes to forefoot and midfoot, the Kobe AD's fit is seamless. It's not too tight, it's not too loose, it's just right. The collar area, however, does have some issues. For starters, the ankle feels about half a size too small. The entire shoe feels like a true 10.5, except this collar area, it just feels like a size 10. Then there's the tongue. There just simply isn't enough padding on the top part of the tongue, and that means when you lace these up, the laces will dig into the front of your ankle. It's definitely an uncomfortable feeling, but if we're just talking about how the Kobe AD locks onto your foot, everything in that regard is perfectly fine. It's just that tongue is a very nagging issue. Last but not least is the support, and the Kobe AD uses a combination of standard support features as well as an extremely flat base to create a stable and supportive ride. Like I mentioned earlier, the outsole is very flat, especially in the forefoot, so that on top of the balanced Lunar foam is already enough to provide a stable ride. But Nike also used an internal heel cup for lateral stability and a slight lateral outrigger in the forefoot, just to make sure you don't roll over on those side-to-side movements. So overall, the Kobe AD, it's a very interesting shoe. It's a Kobe that happens to be a mid and performs very well. I'm just wondering, as a Kobe fan and a fan of his signature sneakers, where's the innovation? Usually with Kobe sneakers, there's that one standout feature that blows you away and pushes on-court design and tech to the next level. But with these, there isn't that standout feature. But everything on the Kobe AD does work. Could they be a little bit better? Yes. Is it worth $150? Well, if you're a Kobe fan like myself, I don't think you'll be disappointed spending your hard-earned money on this sneaker. But if you're not a Kobe fan, I would just save my money to get something that's a little bit cheaper but performs just as well and maybe even better. Anyways guys, that pretty much takes care of the review for the Kobe ADs. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. Subscribe to this channel for more reviews just like this. My name's Jaron. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Have you ever wondered what is the most popular sneaker in the NBA, or whose signature model is worn most by their peers? Well, thanks to a study done by Versus Review, we have the answers to all of those questions and more, which we'll be going over in detail in this video. But if you wanted to check out the full study, you can head over to the link you see in the description box below.